WWE's NXT will be making a special trip to West Palm Beach and the Palm Beach County Convention Center on Friday, May 3rd. And the South Floridian fans will be ready to rock, especially when this beloved NXT superstar appears. It's Airband Specialist Extraordinaire, Eric Bugenhagen. Thank you so much, Eric. What you got for West Palm Beach, Bugenhagen?
I've got one of the most electric performances that crowd down there in South Florida has ever seen. All right, and I say this out of the proof in the pudding. I was just got off the road loop that we had in the Midwest, and it was the most fun I've probably ever had in my life. It was great.
Your name, it's a cool name for this persona, and it's your name. How were you able to keep it, and did you have any ideas for other names?
Keeping it, I guess it just organically happened, mainly because I believe not everyone understood what I was going for in terms of a character, so they just wanted to throw me out there to test the waters, and needless to say, I delivered the energy, the enthusiasm. People really liked it. So we're running with it right now, but ultimately, they wanted me to pick some other names, but you know, I feel like I have a very strong personality, and I'm just being me, so everything I've pitched has ultimately been spin-offs of my name. So as of right now, I'm Eric Bugenhagen. That's my real name. But if we had to change it, maybe Rick Hagen, right? Maybe Rick Boogs, maybe Rick Del Hagen. I don't know, something along those lines. But I want to stay true to who I am and keep it in there somewhere.
Yeah, Bugenhagen works. There's no need to change it.
Yeah, I agree. If we could be just Bugenhagen, that would be ideal.
How much then of NXT superstar Eric Bugenhagen is Eric Bugenhagen of Franklin, Wisconsin?
100%. What you see is what you get. Basically, this is me. I've grown up idolizing rock stars. I have Megadeth tattooed on my chest. I have Black Label Society tattooed on me, Zakk Wylde, Ozzy, Iron Maiden, all those guys. I idolized those people as kids, and now it's just that this is a great outlet for me to essentially be a rock star without having to do the rock star things, I guess. I play the sixth string. I play bass. I play drums. Started playing guitar when I was 10 years old, but it's just a lot more fun when it's air guitar, I tell you.
Well, you mentioned some of the groups. That was going to follow into this. What music then did you listen to growing up and in high school and college? And you had your own high school band, right?
That's right, yeah. I've been listening to heavy metal my whole life. I think much like everyone, I started off listening to Metallica, and then it just all kind of stemmed from there. My first CD I ever bought, it was a tape cassette. So I'm a little bit older, but it was Injustice for All by Metallica. And then I got Ride the Lightning, and then I got Kill 'Em All, and I started really getting into Megadeth. And then really, music has been my obsession my entire life. And my brother and I started playing the guitar at the same time. As I said, I was 10 years old. He was the older brother, so he had to play the sixth string. I had to play the bass, right, because I couldn't be as cool as he was. And then once he moved out of the house, that's when I took over the old electric guitar, got with some buddies of mine, and just started jamming. And it's something that I've always wanted to do my entire life as well, but I've been very involved with amateur wrestling as well. I wrestled for the University of Wisconsin, and that was really all time consuming, so I kind of got away from music. But as I mentioned, now it's the best of both worlds, and I couldn't be happier with what I'm doing with my life.
Okay, Bugenhagen, what was the band's name? You guys had to have a band name.
Yeah, so it's pretty funny because it was zero effort, really. But one band that me and my buddies really liked was it's a band called Demu More Gear. So we're like, well, let's just throw something together last minute. So we just called it Demu Borghese. Cheesy. Just a cheesy Borghese. So yeah, we didn't take the name too seriously. We basically just wanted to jam on tunes and just be rock stars, really. But that's funny because now one of my friends that was in that band started up his own band once I went to college, and they're called Conniption, and they're incredible. And look at what he's doing right now, I'm like, man, I'm pretty jealous. But then I realized that now I'm in the WWE and I'm a superstar.
Yeah, that's right. How could you beat that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have no complaints now, but I mean, a couple of years ago when I was just working as a strength coach and personal trainer, I was like, oh man, what have I done? I'm not utilizing any of my skills.
All right, so who are some of your inspirations for this persona? Is it fair for me to say I see some Angus, I see some Scorpions in there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we're talking about inspiration for the persona itself is essentially I would just go out there. You know, I'm new to sports entertainment when I started just shy of 2 years ago, and I started to kind of break out of my shell, get more comfortable in front of people, and you know, just the business in general. And yeah, I mean, there's a little Angus in there that I threw in. You know, trying to do some signature moves that people can relate to. You know, everyone knows the Angus Young dancing around on the one leg, but ultimately it's just things I'm trying out in terms of how can I grab people in? How can I play air guitar, which is something so funny and so simple, but at the same time get people to connect with me when I'm doing it. So a lot of times, just like people practice their moveset, I'm practicing my own moveset with the bass and the guitar and the drums. But yeah, if you want to throw more names out there, Steve Harris from Iron Maiden as well, the bass. You got to throw that one out there.
So are you practicing at the Performance Center? Are you practicing at home in front of the mirror? How's that working out for you?
Well, if we're talking about air guitar here, I'm practicing all day, every day. Because, again, it's just something, I'm just being myself. So anytime I listen to music, which is pretty much all day, every day, you know, I'm playing along. So just moves that come to me.
How did you actually come up with this? Because you had a different look and a different persona prior, and then right in February is when you really debuted this on TV, on WWE Network. So how, in your mind, how did this all come about for you to, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going for it?
Yeah. Well, when I first started with NXT and I was getting started with the Performance Center, I was trying to do everything basically by the book. And people were telling me, you know, just get some plain black trunks, get some plain boots. And I tried it, and then I blew my knee out, unfortunately, and I was out for a year. So while I was out for that entire year, I was basically losing my mind because I was sitting around doing nothing. And then I realized that, you know, I'm a character. I've been a character my entire life, and instead of coming back and just starting back from square one, you know, plain black trunks and plain boots, like, I'm just going to show the world what I do, what I am, and that's just, I like to rock out, I like to jam, and basically, I just wanted to be loud in every way. So I'm talking loud tights, I'm talking loud vocals, loud actions, and what people have seen on NXT TV for my debut, that was actually the first time I've ever done that. Because, allow me to explain. I was doing some house shows, and we didn't have any set music for me. Like I was changing my song every show basically. And then the night before Full Sail tapings, I'm informed that I'll be on. I'm like, wow, really? And they're like, are you happy with the music you have now? And I respond back, I don't even know what my music is right now. So I get sent a limited catalog of songs to pick from. Of course, I picked the best one, the one that moves me. If it moves me, it'll move others. And for rehearsals, for the entrances for Full Sail, I'm talking to some people in the back, and I'm like, what do we do for these rehearsals? Do I just go through the motions? And they're like, well, is it your first time? Yeah. And they're like, we'll go all out. So not only did I go all out, I went above and beyond what I would do at a house show anyways. And it just so happened that everyone loved it. That's been my thing ever since, just to bring the max energy, because people feed off of that.